Hey, it's Earth Week here on Sun Radio. I'm Kevin Connor, and this is Sarah Kaler, who is the Director of Sales and Marketing for Balcones Resources. Happy Earth Week.
Happy Earth Week, Kevin. Thank you for having me.
Your shirt is cool. Go clean your room.
Yes, it is. It means clean the earth, guys.
And that's what Balcones Resources does. That's your specialty.
That's correct. Yes. So we are a recycling facility here in Austin, Texas. We do everything north of the river. So if you guys live north of the river, that means your recyclables are coming to our facility.
Everything?
Everything as far as residential recycling. Yes.
Wow.
Yes.
Interesting. What about South Austin?
We don't do South Austin. I can't mention those guys over there, but okay. We're friendly with them as well. They do a great job.
Well, that's a lot of growth for the company. I know that it's a family company. It started in 94 or so.
That's correct. Yeah. So it was a family company. We actually recently sold a majority share to a company called Closed Loop Partners. Their big initiative is to basically close the loop in circular economy. So it's a big sell for us, but a big deal. It's allowed us to grow into a lot of different other locations recently.
So everything north of the river in the city of Austin.
Correct. Now that is residential recycling only. We do offer commercial services as well, but this is just talking about, if you have a big blue cart at your house, all of that is coming to us.
What are some of the common mistakes that people make about recycling? Because there's a couple of people here that don't seem to get it.
Yeah, I think that, a lot of people don't understand plastics is the biggest one.
Yeah.
They kind of assume all plastics can go in there. So even a toothbrush, which candidly is just too small for us to capture in our facility.
Right.
Also just the types of material, styrofoam is a big one, or foam. In general, we do accept it, but we accept it separately. So putting it in your big blue bin, we can't capture it that way.
Right. Plastic. Boy, I tell you what, it makes me very nervous. I've been doing a little homework on plastic lately. And
you and the rest of the world, it's the hot topic at the moment.
Yeah. I mean, I read something the other day that soon there'll be more plastic in the ocean than there are fish.
That's correct. Ocean. Yeah. Single-use plastic is a big deal right now. And that's why people like us are really focused on creating initiatives, not only for reusable plastic, but also making sure that, our retailers, our commercial providers are using plastic that can actually be reused into something else.
Uh-huh.
So, we're recently right now doing a retrofit that's going to be able to give us an opportunity to capture plastic better. So you think about polypropylene, the PP number 5, that's a big one that's being used, especially in food products and, in different, like even Whole Foods market, things like that they're, putting their food into. That's stuff that we're now able to capture better and sell it. So that's a big deal because that was something previously that was ending up primarily in the ocean.
What's the really bad stuff now that people should watch out for?
It's really just even your PET. You think about all of these organizations that are going out into the oceans and getting water bottles from the ocean. So much of what we're making is used by PET. I mean, there's different bathing suit brands that people are going out and just collecting the PET on the ocean, in the ocean and on the beaches and things like that. And then turning them into bathing suits, turning them into even face masks. I have a face mask that is made out of all PET that was collected just from the ocean.
Wow. And I was reading also about plastic in the air.
That's correct.
That's been a big topic lately, and some of it is coming from the ocean.
Correct.
Coming out into the air from the ocean, and some just we don't realize how much is out there.
It's a huge pollutant. I mean, you think about even just a plastic water bottle staying in your car, like what that does, and the particles that come out of it, and just drinking it, and what that does to your brain and everything else.
BPAs.
Correct. Yes. So that's why it's so important when you're buying a reusable bottle that it's BPA free.
It drives me crazy at the gas station that I go to, and I look over, and in the sun there are cases and cases of bottled water in plastic bottles, and I think somebody's drinking that.
That's correct. Yeah, that's why it's a big deal that we keep all of our bottled waters. If we have them, we try not to keep them at our facilities, but if we do have them, we put them inside.
So when all of the stuff comes to Balcones Resources, and I've seen some videos on your website, it's kind of interesting, just the massive stuff that you have. Where does it go after that?
So basically we run it through our facility, our MRF, material recovery facility, and we separate it by commodity. So by, your different grades of plastic, your cardboard, your glass, all of those things. Once it's separated, then we bale it up. So big bales, what you see, even like a hay bale, kind of similar. We bale it up and then we sell it to other buyers. So we sell it to other plastic companies, to paper mills. And what they do is they turn it into another product. So,
good.
Yeah. So we even sell, some of our plastic goes, is short to Dallas, and then they go and turn it into water bottles again. So it's very cool. It's being
Nice.
reused for a lot of the same things.
What are some of the things that you're kind of stuck with that aren't really reusable, resellable?
You know, our biggest issue is what we receive isn't necessarily not resellable, it's contaminated. So when you put your food waste into your recycling bin, it gets everything else dirty. So say you throw a piece of pizza in with your paper, you know,
Right.
that paper then all of a sudden is dirty and gross. And so then we can't use it again because it's covered in food waste.
So where does that go?
That unfortunately goes to the landfill.
Yeah. I saw a story a while back about China no longer accepting recycling from the United States. Is that still a problem?
You know, it still is a problem. It's getting a little bit better, but people are hesitant to try to send it there just because of what was happening previously. You know, honestly, the US just got really lazy about the way we were recycling and we weren't taking it seriously. There's a really bad habit of out of sight, out of mind. And that's, you know, a big reason we encourage people to come to our facility and actually see what we're doing, because the minute you see that other people are touching your waste, I think you're a lot more conscious about how you treat waste.
Right.
So yeah, it's something that we have really never sent anything to China. So this didn't really affect us. All of our stuff pretty much stays stateside. So it didn't impact us being able to sell our material. But yes, it was just one of those things. They were sick of getting our dirty material.
We're sick of your dirty American trash.
I mean, yes, that's quite honestly the truth.
My goodness. Sarah's with Balcones Resources. You say people can come and actually see what you do?
Yes, absolutely. We are very open to tours. We love it. I know it's been weird with COVID, but
Right.
you know, one of our biggest initiatives was have every single person in the city of Austin come to our facility, check it out, do a tour.
Where are you?
So we're based off of Johnny Morse Road, 9301 Johnny Morse Road.
All right. Deep East Austin.
Yes,
Wow.
that's correct. I haven't been down to South Austin quite some times.
Well, welcome.
Thank you.
Maybe someday you can pick up our stuff.
Maybe. Hey, like I said,
know.
we do commercials, so we're happy to.
But hasn't the company also branched out into other markets too?
Correct. Yeah, we actually recently took over a facility in Taylor, Texas, so not too far from here. We have offices in Dallas and then Little Rock, and then we recently also purchased a facility in Sarasota, Florida.
What would Balcones Resources like to remind people of in Earth Week?
I think it's respect the planet, respect your resources, and respect people. Again, take it seriously when you're trying to recycle. Go online, see what we accept, what we don't, and just be cognizant of what you're throwing into your bin, because it is going to someone else. Someone else is touching that. Somebody
else is going to have to deal with your mistakes.
Exactly.
Throw the wrong things in there.
Yeah. Respect, I think, is the number one thing we'd like to push on people.
Well, cool. I think we're going to have to come see you all.
We would love it. Please call me anytime.
This is Sarah Kaler. She's the Director of Sales and Marketing for Balcones Resources here in Austin, part of our Earth Week here on Sun Radio. Thank you.
Thank you so much for having me.